this is how to read error messages in Arduino and fix them. Find them and fix them. What's wrong with your config? All right, so I have this config file I just built. It's got 3 sections for 3 different blade arrays using blade ID. It's basically crystal in, the other crystal in, we'll use this, and no crystal in, we'll do that. So there are 3 sections in here, kind of the good guys, the bad guys, and then an empty chamber. I did not verify in Arduino as I built this. I kind of saved it all for the end. I'm pretty confident that generally speaking, it's mostly intact. I for sure am not expecting ever to not get an error because we are human and we err. I've, bumped the keyboard for no reason. All of a sudden I have like some gibberish in there. I missed, I pasted something with a bracket. I copied and pasted something from a text file and didn't clean it up. Didn't remember to, I'm doing like 10 things at once while I'm in here. So I'm going to do this anyway, so I might as well record it. Well, first of all, you're going to be confused because the colors in my Arduino, I had to be an idiot and, make them different just because I can. So I didn't like seeing red when I'm most fully successful. However, now I don't see red when I'm unsuccessful. So point is, everything in green is your typical red error message. It's just green today. It's a couple days after St. Patrick's Day, let's say that. So here we go. I have this and I'm going to hit shortcut. Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to save. So this is what I'm going to verify. And I'm going to definitely speed these sections up and I will just shut up until it's back. All this white is just compiling stuff, messages from when it compiles. We hit the green and we got a problem. So in this config file on line 140 is an error. I have the wrong number of template arguments. So you say, what does that mean? Well, a template like AudioFlicker, I'm just going to type here for a minute. The template is AudioFlicker, and then there's a color. We'll just make it an actual color for an example. And then there's another color, and then that's it. We close it. So there are 2 arguments in this template. Okay, so whatever is going on, whatever I have in the blade style down there at line 140, there's only 1 and there should be 3. And then it actually points, see it's pointing here? This caret points to the thing it really doesn't like. So I say, okay, what is wrong with this line, 140? So you go to 140. So 140 is part of this blade style. And I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go to the style editor. This also looks different. Yes, because I'm a dark mode freak. Can't get enough. I would look at this all night. I'm not going to be blind. So here, I'm pasting it into Style Editor, and I hit Submit. And it says, hey, you don't have enough arguments. Same problem. So this is good. I'm going to hit Submit again. Hey, look, it's highlighting the area there's a problem, which is right around where that arrow was pointing. So this is suspect. And I know that the template for something I see there, for pulsing, we're going to check it. I'm going to go to a new tab. I'm going to find pulsing. There we go. And what is the template? How many arguments? Well, it has 3 arguments, 2 colors, and then your pulse time, your milliseconds. Okay. So pulsing, 2 colors in milliseconds. Let's see what I had. And we have pulsing and then, looks like another pulsing. Okay. Where's my, okay, I only have 1 milliseconds, which makes this the second color, which makes this the first color, and then pulsing. So then what is this pulsing doing here? I don't know. So that's something that's probably not right. I am going to go find anywhere I've got pulsing, copy. In here, find, paste. There's one. Let's see, I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to do Command D or Control D. And that's the only place apparently I have dual pulsing like that. So I'm going to get rid of this one and I'm going to save it. And I'm going to say, hey, did that fix my problem? I think I found something wrong. Nope. Okay, now what's wrong? So I go again. Next line of the problem, 165. Oh, these are easy. These are missing. When you're missing something, these are the ones you get. Expected a primary expression before the closing parens, and there it points to the end of the style, which ends at line 165. So we go to line 165. And we say, okay, well, there's my ending. So something before this, it wasn't happy with. So let's look at the line. Did I forget a comma? Well, I don't need a comma because the last line is followed by more closing brackets. So there's nothing in between. I don't need a comma. But I have a suspicious amount of closing brackets here. 1, 2. Well, this closes that color. This closes pulsing. This closes the layer. And then this should close the... Okay, I can't figure it out, right? I can, but this is what you do. You just copy it. And you go to the style editor. You select all. And then you replace that with that. Submit. It works. Well, usually when there's a comma at the end in the style editor, it gives you a problem, which means it's not getting to here because it's satisfied and everything is closed before there, which should be this. Let's get rid of the beginning style pointer and let's get rid of the ending of style pointer and this errant comma and try that. It still works. You can turn it on, turn it off. It's doing its color went off. That means it's getting all the way down here, the end of the in-out layer, and it's doing its color went off thing, which is this pulsing. Okay. Well, I know for sure that this layer opens here, and this is the last one, and this is the first one. They must match. So let me delete this and submit. It should give me a problem. Interesting. It doesn't give me a problem. You know what that means? That means that this is the actual closing bracket for layers. And that, when I do things, belongs down here. So I've removed one extra bracket and it's still working. Well, what if, did I have 2 extra? Let me delete that and hit submit. Oh, now I'm missing one. So the idea is you go back until you go too far and then you come back one step. I cut off too many closing brackets and then I restored one. So now I know I need, this is the last one. I'm confirming. See, now it works because I've finished this, which means that when we go back to putting the style pointer on the front with an opening bracket, now I need 2 closing brackets. No, I'm sorry, 1 closing bracket and the 2 parentheses that match this. So now the answer is I have 1, 2, like I usually do, and then 2 over here. So I'm going to have 1, 2 over here, and I have 1 too many here. So I'm going to get rid of this last one. Save. Now that was line 165 we had a problem. Let's try it now. Nope. Now what? 259, another unexpected closing thing. What's going on at 259? So we scroll down to 259, we go back. All right, here's my closing. Oh, look, I already learned that 3, because this is a copy paste thing. This is the same style. So I learned that 3 brackets don't go there. I'll bet you I would have a bunch of them. Here's another, because that's what I pasted. So here's where Sublime Text comes to the rescue. I'm going to select this comma 3000 and 3 closing brackets. Chances are that's pretty unique. I don't want to grab the blue, like I don't want this as a search term because I know I have other colors in all the other presets doing it. So this would be even less, this isn't a good choice to search by, but I will have just the digit with the comma, like that is going to be in all the other styles. So I'm going to select that with D, and there's another one. Oh, look, another one. There's another, there's another, there's another, there's another. Okay, I'm just going to hold down D until I have them all selected. Then I'm going to go to the right, and now I have cursors at every single one of those. See in the in the scroll bar here, I got 2 over here, I got 2 here, I got 2 here. So all those spaces I am now controlling with the same cursor. I'm going to the end. I'm getting rid of one of those things. And I'm saving. How you like me now? Nope. 144 through 154. Pointing at the closing, doesn't like it. Okay. Let's start by finding it. 144 to 154. 144 to 154 is this guy. So at a quick visual scan, I have commas at the end of every line. Everything's cool looking, but something's out of whack. Okay, so let's hunt it down. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to the style editor. I'm going to select all and paste and submit. That seems to work fine. Now, I don't have the same problem because this is a different coloring off situation that I've got in here. Let's try the old remove the beginning and the end and try that. Okay, I think it's still happy. I get rid of this one and now I'm missing one. So that's not the same problem. So nothing's wrong in style editor. If there's no problem with this style, so this is at line 154, starts at 144. I have a feeling I have to go higher than this because there's nothing wrong there, but it had a problem when it got to it. So let's look before. Anything out of line in the previous one? I have a beginning. I have an ending. That doesn't look right. This is why I do this. I make all of my styles, the opening 2 things, having their closing 2 things clearly visible. One that's here. Look, here's another one. I found some that don't have both closing brackets for both opening things up here. Now, where was that? It was 140 something. Well, here's one. So I have a closing there. That's why I had 3 on some of them, because I didn't have it backed up. And then I copied something wrong and propagated it throughout the file. So if this bracket was here, there wouldn't be a problem. If it were on the line before, there wouldn't be a problem. It just needs to be there, closing layers. Doesn't matter if it's at the end of this line or the beginning of this line. So to keep things uniform, I'm going back to, so I know when I have this pulsing coloring off, it's got to end with the value, the pulsing closing, and then the layer closing. And then the layer is done. And then on the next line is my closing 2 things for my opening 2 things. So let's look at this. Oh, here's another one. Well, I'm just going to fix it because I know I got to go over here. And I had 3, but I deleted one in that batch move. So that's why that was light by 1 bracket. And that's possibly it. So there we go. Save, verify. Nope. What we got? 295. No, another expected before. So something before 295's closing. Okay, here we go. 295. Here's the closing. Something wrong above it. Well, do we have a comma at the end of everything here? Except the last thing? No, but look. This is that color went off thing. And I already learned that the syntax for this should end on this line with only 2 of these. If I'm going to have 2 over here, which I do. So that being the case, that was 2000, right? I'm going to undo. I'm going to find all, hey now, all the places that I have that. Look, I got it a bunch. All these are incorrect because I pasted it. See, there's 3 at the end. And even all the way down here, there's 2 at the end here. So this is a problem that I'm going to fix in one fell swoop again. They're all highlighted. I go to the end. Bye-bye. Get rid of the extra thing. Save. Next. Nope. What do we got? Oh, wrong number of temple arguments here. At 411, whatever's going on, and it's this. So we'll just go look at it in the thing. 411. Here we go. Whee. All right, 411. And we go back. And it's this thing it doesn't like. I see the problem. You just need to digest the line for a moment. So back to our templates, right? AudioFlicker has 2 colors and that's it. Same thing goes for random. You can have audio drive your flicker or it can just be randomly generated. But they're like brothers, you know? They both have 2 arguments in their template. Just 2 colors. That's it. 2 brothers. It's 2 colors. That's it. So where are we going? Back to the config. And look, I got random flicker. Let's work backwards. Okay, so eventually, this is when I do the force. It's going to finish with a fade. Before that, it's coming from this color. Before that, it's hanging out on the previous color for 3000, which is the random flicker with rotate colors color 1, rotate colors colors 2. That is the end of random flicker. And if that were its own self-contained color even, this random flicker in front would need color 2 because that would be color 1. This doesn't belong here is the bottom line. Like pulsing, somehow in my pasting frenzy, I double tapped paste and I like threw random flicker in there twice. So one of these has to go. So the first thing I'm going to look for, are there any more? Nope, nothing's giving me more results. So I'm just going to delete one. I'm going to save. Next. Nope. All right, what do we got? All right, 307. Invalid conversion from integer to a constant character. Oh, look, it's very clearly identifying it for me. It's saying, hey, you pasted in this dash here for some reason. That doesn't belong there. And it is right. So I go back to line 307. Sure enough, boom, boom. I left a dash. That doesn't go there. We need a comma. All right, that looks better. Save. Try again. Nope. Ooh, let's see. Line 1019, wrong number temper arguments. And it's pointing here, which means it didn't like something when it got to that. And let's see, we only have one random flicker. Oh, and then I have a pulsing, but there's no, let's go take a look, 1019. You can jump to line too, you just do go to line. It's, for me, that's Control G. And I forgot what line, I think 1019. So this transition layer wasn't happy with it. It was pointing to right here. And that's because pulsing, should they all be this random flicker with just 2 colors? Why, it's another random pulsing paste. That's what's happening here. Because if I go up above to the previous one and I look, It's just a random flicker with 2 rotating colors. There's no pulsing. So that's another errant pulsing paste. It's right here. So, and I can't really, I might be able to find more if I search like this, but some of these do belong, so I can't go mass deleting them. I can see this one underneath is wrong because that's the same and that's the same. So these 3 are wrong, but this one belongs here. This is my color went off. So I can't just blatantly, yeah, I can't take, even if I took this whole thing, it would find that all over the place. Like, this isn't good. So there's really no way to isolate that. I just can't. I just got to delete these by hand. So that one's, oh, poor, got to isolate them and delete them by hand, all 3 of them. All right. Save, next. Nope. Okay, this is an easy one. So this is on the wiki. Everybody should know error to cannot convert your constant character to a StyleFactory, blah, 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 and it's pointing at a thing. This means there is not the right amount, usually means this is not the right amount of blade styles matching number of blades and the number of blade definitions in your blade array. All those got to be the same. So, and I know exactly what happened here, 1233. So of all these styles, I do have one from FET263's library. It's fire. Look, here's one blade style. And then the preset ends. Yeah, there's 7 blade styles per. Look, num blades, 7. Number of blades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there are not 7 blade styles here. So I got to add 6 more. So this was intended to be the main blade, which in my other ones are, it's always the first. That's what matches the blades below. And let's see, so it's a fire thing. This is mostly red stuff. I can take any other red.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Correct. 6 plus 1 is 7. That's good. And I'm just going to copy these because that works for now. I'm going to paste it in here. And there's my subsequent 6. And I'm saving it. And I'm going to get the next error. Nope. 2139. Something's not good before the closing here. So same kind of thing. A missing bracket, a comma. Usually for me it's brackets because there are multiples. Commas just go between things. 2139, right? So that's where we're going. 2139. Oh, that's pretty. So look, I got 2 of these. Stacked like a sandwich. Gonna get that out of here and save and next. Nope. Okay. When you have this pop up, you got RGBA nods and you couldn't do the OverDriveColor. This means there's a base layer in a style that is using transparency. The first base color of every blade style has to be a solid color. If it's not, you know, basically you'll see alpha layer in there. You'll see alpha layer somewhere in the, as the color of the first lowest base color. It's got to be a solid. So one of these many blade styles, yeah, has a color. So I don't want to search through all of them. So I'm going to do the process of elimination. I'm going to start at the end. And now here I need to be careful. Okay. Remember I have 3 blade ID preset banks. So each section I have presets, but what I'm doing here is I'm going to just comment out the entire preset. Boom. But I can't comment this because it's going to screw up the syntax for the, and this is the closing for the previous one. So it comes down, it closes, then the next section opens. So I'm just commenting out presets, not the containers, right? So this whole section up into here, I could see it in the mini map on the side, that long line, that's this. That's why I put these here, because look, you can find it in the map. Yeah, so all those, I'm going to comment out. I'm doing command control / for Windows people. And then I got one section left at the top. I'm going to select them all except the first one. We're going to leave that. All right. So everything is commented out, and you can see here on the side map, the top one is white and active. All these are grayed out. So everything except the first one is gone. I'm saving it. I'm going to try again. If I get an error here, I know that the problem is in which I did. So this is great. So I could start right at the top. There's something wrong in the first preset. I don't need to hunt through the whole file yet. We'll see. So here I'm going to check the first. I only have 7 styles to look through now. So I'm going to just check the base color of each of the styles and see what's up. I need to have a solid color, no alpha layers. So the first one I got, stripes. Yep, solid colors here. Everything is solid colors. Great. So it's not my main blade style. Next. Crystal top. Pulsing. I got stripes, solid colors, black. Everything there is kosher. Good. Can I say that? I mean, yeah, that's how I roll. So now I got the next one. Pulsing, stripes. Oh, that's exactly the same thing. So we know that's good. Here's one. Stripes. Okay, solid colors, solid colors, solid colors. So I'm down to very few. First base layer of this guy. This alpha layer in the pulsing. We have a winner. This alpha layer is a transparency, and this is my base color. So here's the problem. So how do we fix this? Pretty easily. And I'm going to do them all at the same time because I know that I'll just quickly check. I'll go to the next bleed and look, pulsing alpha L. So they're all pretty much going to be that way. So again, I like doing it all in one shot. I'm not going to go through everyone by hand. So I need to select some stuff that'll probably be there. So it's arc reactor, pulsing alpha. Okay, this will be a good chunk. D, control D, command D. Oh, here's a problem though. I can't multi-select. You know why? Because this is not the same as anything else. Why? Well, this part is the same down here, but I have it commented out. So it has these double slashes in front of these lines, and that's not considered the same. So the easiest fix at the moment, I do have to uncomment everything, but I want to fix this first. So I'm just going to make this commented out so it's the same as all the other things. And I'm going to highlight this section that I want to find elsewhere. Command D, and there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. I'm just going to hold D, zip, 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 select them all. And here's how you fix it. We need a solid color. This transparency alpha layer is the problem. So we just need to put something that doesn't matter because it's underneath all of this stuff. So you don't do that. Don't click. That was bad. Okay, if you multi-select and then you click, you're going to ruin your multi-selection. And you're just wherever you just clicked, and that's it. That's still highlighted because that's what you searched, basically. And they're all highlighted, but they're not like illuminated highlighted like this. So I got to reselect all of them. All right, they're all selected. Now with the arrow keys, now you should have control. Yeah, see, there's a cursor up here. There's cursor at all those locations doing the same exact thing. So if I stay within this box that I know is all identical, I'm going to go to the end of the layers because this is now I'm inserting a color under the base. So it's the new base and it's just going to be black. which is irrelevant underneath everything else because everything else is a color on top of black. So that is how you make a cheating, somehow fix your alpha transparency. And now with that there, now I can start and unselect all my stuff. So I'm just going to undo all this commenting. If I had these highlighted while I'm doing this, it would re-comment these out. You'd have like double comments like this for all that stuff because one of the pieces you had selected wasn't commented yet. So it defaults to adding it as a comment instead of removing them. So if you have to uncomment things, only select currently commented things. Does that make sense? Okay, so I just hit Command / again to toggle that off. Now I'm doing my other crystal section. Okay, cool. Take a quick look in the side. That's all undone. Yep, lit up. Yep, that's all good. Okay. Made my fixes on my transparent problem from this guy. Found it in the first one, got lucky. Just did some work. Have to save this. Save. Check it out. Haha. Nope. There's something wrong. Well, look, it's the same error. I have a transparency somewhere in a color. Okay. So I'm going to just undo once. I'm going to because that was the top section that I uncommented. I'm going to re-comment by just hitting undo the whole second section. And then finally, here's the bottom section. I'm undoing again because the third to last step I did was comment that. So now I should have everything commented out again. And I'm going to undo 2 presets because I'm pretty sure we got the first one sorted out. But let's undo these, save it, and verify just those. Does the problem exist in just those? Problem does not exist in those. That is a good compile. Here we got our size, and that's our goal. Okay, well, it works with those 2. Let's undo some more. Let's do the whole first section. What I should do is put some huge spaces. Then in here, I could find my line right here. So I'm going to undo the top section. That means uncomment. And I'm going to hit a ton of returns in here. So on the map there on the right, I can next time easily find the beginning and the end of this section. So I've uncommented the whole first saving, verifying, the whole first preset bank. See if the problem's in there. And the problem is in there. Okay. So let's comment out half of them. Let's see if it's in 3 or 4. I'm not going to do every one at a time. You could, but hopefully save, verify. Hopefully you can get, take big strides to find it. Nope. So it's in one of these. We know 1 and 2 is good. So there's 1, there's preset 2, and here's preset 3. Let's just leave that open. Comment this, save, try 1 through 3. 1 and 2 is good. Let's see if it's 3 basically. It is. So that's good. So I got a problem in 3. Now before it was that pulsing thing. And look, so here's something that happened. See this crystal blue comment? That is not in the other styles, in the other presets. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that and add the black here. Comma. Let's undo the rest of the top section. See if all of that is now still good. Save, verify. And it's good. So we got success there. So let's try the whole second part. Just this. And while we're here, I might as well just bring in the one more style. I have one style in the no crystal section. So the last 2 sections, everything is now back to uncommented. So everything is going to get checked, and I save and verify. Not good. Okay. This is basically, let me slide this over a little bit. Overflowed by 51,000 bytes, 52,000 bytes. That's over. That's too much. So I got to trim some of the fat, get into the saving memory things. Like I don't have anything up in here, so I'll add, and then we'll do, what's the other new one? Disable basic parser styles. That's the other one. I'm going to save that and give it a whirl. I'm not going to get 50,000 savings. I'll have to cut like 1 or 2 of these styles, I'm sure, but we'll try it.
Still no good.
Why is it not good? Okay, but once, what was it? 52,000 minus 20. I mean, it's almost half. It's 40% or something with those defines, but that's not enough. So I'm going to keep trimming. But anyway, no errors. And that is hunting for errors. Thanks. Bye.